I'd like to welcome everybody to Marketing 100, Section W02. My name is Neil Mayers. I will be your professor for this class. Very first thing I want everybody to do is go into the course, go to the discussion board tab, which, by the way, will be the last time you'll need to go to that tab specifically, and go to the Let's Introduce Ourselves forum. There will be instructions on there for what I'm looking for. I'd like everybody to go in, find that, follow the instructions, upload some information about yourself in addition to a picture to provide to the rest of the class. We're going to be interacting with one another a lot, so the more we can do to let everybody else get to know us, the better off we're going to be. So that's the first thing I want you to do. Really, the goal for this class is to demystify marketing and make you want to learn more. Marketing is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. We are inundated with marketing and with messages all the time. We also have all worked in a function that did marketing at some point or other. And I will define marketing in its purest and simplest form. And marketing is simply the identification and satisfaction of a need. If you've worked in a restaurant as a server, you've done marketing. If you've raised money for a charity or a cause, you've done marketing. Goodness, if you've either supervised or have kids, you've done marketing. So I want you to help you all understand it. And once you do, I think you're going to be able to look at things and understand messages you get differently and make better decisions. My office is located in Culpeper. I will tell you that office hours, even if I'm on those times, are by appointment, simply because I could be wandering around the building at any one point if I don't have a message from you. So please make sure that we set an appointment. I can tell you that I'm in Fredericksburg at least every 2 weeks, probably more often if somebody needs to meet there. Also, that I can, with a couple of days' notice, I can generally work them on just about any phone appointment that you want to set up. So the best way to reach me, the only way to reach me really is going to be via email. That phone that's on there, that is my office number. I only use it when I'm sitting in the office, and I do not check voicemail. One note, when you send me an email, just indicate it's Marketing 100 W02. That way I know which section of Marketing 100 that you're referring to. Now, a couple things on my background. After I got my MBA from the University of Rochester, New York, I spent the first 5 years of my career at Kraft, where I was a brand manager, which is like being the CEO of your brand in business. I think it's one of the best jobs in America. It was like, as I said, like being the CEO, but you get to spend somebody else's money. It was also like extending my education for 5 years. After that, went to Cadbury Schweppes, which is actually the Cadbury Beverages division, which was 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Schweppes, Canada Dry, brands like that. Where at the last couple of years I was a marketing manager for Cadbury Beverages Canada, and then after that actually when I came to Virginia, I was a vice president of sales for a $300 million a year industrial services company, and over the past 16 years had my own HR consulting and recruiting business. Now, this is an OER class, and what OER officially stands for is Open Educational Resources. What we think of it as, and what it really kind of means to most of us, is no textbook. All the reading materials that you're going to do for this class are found online. You do not have to buy any kind of a text. Now, I can tell you that obviously provides, in addition to efficiency for those that are comfortable and efficient with reading electronic information, very convenient as well, but in addition provides significant savings for the students. That is something, the more we can save for everybody, the more, or the better it is for everyone. Now, I will also tell you that it does mean more responsibility in some cases, and I want to stress, I think reading in an OER class is more important than a textbook class because you don't have that reference sitting in front of you all the time. So reading is equally, if not more important in these classes. It's just all done online. And if there is something you want as a reference, you're responsible for printing that out. Now, we are going to live, for the most part, in the weekly modules tab on Blackboard. That's where we're going to be. That's 98% of what you need for this class is found in there. Beyond that, above that, you're going to see a tab for the syllabus, faculty information. There's also a tab called How to Build an Effective PowerPoint Presentation. Got great resources for you. It's got explanation of strategy and how to put one together, what you need to include. There's a couple of things there's a 4-pager that you can print out that's a great reference, giving you guides on, good guidelines and how many words, etc., etc., how to use graphics as well as tutorials. People in business in America today communicate to large groups via PowerPoint or slides or things like that. That's why it's important in business, and because it's important in business, it's going to be important here. So most weeks you're going to have some type of PowerPoint presentation to do. There's also on here on Blackboard, there's help for Blackboard if you need it. Discussion boards, you will be launching from the weekly modules. You do not need to use that tab really after you do the initial introduction. Now, first thing you do is you want to go into Blackboard, into the weekly modules, and you want to, after you introduce yourself, and you're going to want to go to Waymaker, and there's a tab called, Overview Waymaker, Succeeding with Waymaker. Then the first tab in there is going to be the Research Consent tab. You're going to want to go in and do a quick authorization and release form for them. But aside from that, for the editor, once you do that, you're ready to jump into Module 1. Now, every week within these modules, you're going to have a couple of things. You're going to have some reading to do in preparation, and will include some self-quizzes. You'll also have a discussion board, probably 10 weeks out of the 14 we have the class, which the instructions for that will be listed in Blackboard under that tab there. There might be a video, there might be some additional reading to do, but all the instructions for it are there, self-contained, as well as if you click on that, it will take you right to the discussion board forum itself. You don't have to go out through discussion. And then to scroll down to the bottom of the page, there might be a presentation in that given week. Once again, all the information or instructions will be there. And at the very bottom, the weekly quiz for the week. All of this information, the reading has to be done, discussion boards completed, presentation submitted by midnight Sunday night. Quizzes are launched in that separate tab down below. The weekly quizzes are 30% of your grade. There is not a final exam in this class. They are due by midnight Sunday night. Once again, you get 2 attempts. You can have a third upon written email request if you have a technical difficulty of some type or another. But everybody automatically gets 2 attempts at that. I encourage you to take advantage of both. And remember that if it's multiple choice, any 1, 2, or 3 options within those answers are possible. Grading, as I said, the weekly quizzes are worth 30%. Homework combined, and there's going to be 10 presentations and 10 discussion boards. Each are worth, there's a typo there, but each are worth 25 points each. So, that combined total is going to be 250 points on Blackboard. So, keep in mind that those combined homeworks are worth half of your grade for this semester. There will also be a final project, which will be announced in a couple of weeks, that's due during exam week that will be worth 20% of your grade. It's going to be about a 15-page PowerPoint presentation. The way you want to think about it is as you are making a consulting presentation. You're going to be hired as a consultant, and you're going to be asked to make a PowerPoint presentation on the topic presented and I'll give you an outline of what I'm looking for within that presentation. But think of it as you're standing in front of somebody making a consulting presentation. And Grade Center, of course, will be out of 1,000 points. Just a couple things to stress. OER does not mean no reading. You've got to stay current. Once again, I'll say it again, homework is 50% of your grade. So you have to make sure you keep up with it and complete it. Final project will have more information posted. And we discuss the importance of PowerPoint. Now, what to expect from me? I'm going to give you the results from a survey done a couple years ago where almost everybody participated, which is typical, and these are anonymous surveys. But in terms of asking the class how much they had to put into the class, out of 15 people that responded, 12 did either a lot or a huge amount. Now, out of 15 people that responded, if you ask them how much they learned, all 15 said a lot or a huge amount. So basically, you have to put a lot into one of my courses, but you're going to get a huge amount out of it. Everybody in that said I treated them fairly, and overall ratings were strong. With that said, I look forward to the semester. Marketing is a fun course. I think it's the most fun course that I teach, so I'm really looking forward to it. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you all soon.